All right.
What up, though? We back.
2016, man.
I mean, we had a brief hiatus.
Yeah, we just giving y'all a little time to cool off, but we back, man. What's going on?
What you mean, what's going on?
What you got in the background, man?
Some different theme music, you know? Rocking with it. I'm sure most of y'all listening are familiar with it. You know?
Something about Bill?
I mean, the OG Bill Cosby.
Oh, man, don't call him no Bill Cosby, man.
That's what we're going to get into briefly. This Bill Cosby situation. But, you know, go ahead and introduce yourself for, 2016 for anybody new who might be watching.
Hey, man, what's going on? This half of Two Kings, 2 and 5. This is Malcolm Y. It ain't X. It's Y because I asked why, man. I need the answer to the questions. What's your name, B? Look, you see this right here? Right
Beard
here?
Gang.
Beard Gang,
Beard
man.
Gang. You know what I'm
2006.
saying?
What's your name?
I gotta bring my joint back in. But
man.
you know, Frecky Krueger, you know what I mean?
Okay.
AKA Hoodie Man. AKA Thad Miss Bricky. You know what I'm saying?
He got too many AKAs, man.
I mean, I gotta have, I'm gonna do every episode with like at least three. At least three from here on in.
So many AKAs, you can start a sorority, man. What we talking about, though?
You do. But yeah, let's just get briefly
Don't call him
into...
Bill Cosby, though. We got to show him some respect,
Listen,
man.
here's what I'm gonna call him Bill Cosby. I'll jump right into it, right?
All right.
Regardless of whether he's guilty or not,
Okay.
one thing for sure, two things for certain. Read the deposition, the man himself said that he was giving out drugs and he was taking drugs with some of these women he was doing drugs with.
But did they say the name of the drugs is the thing?
No, not the name. But he did admit to, getting Quaaludes and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
Again, now, I know everybody's big thing is that, it's the rape date drug, quote unquote. But keep in mind, Quaaludes wasn't popping in the 90s or now. Yeah. When he had them back in the 70s, people was doing it. Again, this is not me defending him or claiming his innocence nor condemning him, as far as being a rapist. I don't know. Hopefully the truth comes out about that either way.
He's just stating the facts, man.
All I'm saying is he's definitely a crackhead, man. And not crackhead in the sense they might have been doing crack. I don't know what drugs he was doing, but he definitely was a drug addict.
But that's my thing. We can't label him a drug addict because we don't know specifically what he was taking. Weed is a drug, right?
So what you saying?
So if somebody say, "Yo, I smoke,"
if you're addicted to weed,
if I smoke weed every day, I'm a drug addict. I can't function right.
No. See, there you go. Assuming extra stuff.
You're trying to come in a base head. He was just popping little perks that flow through his body. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't hurting nobody.
Listen, man, them Jones.
I don't think he was giving them the sniff.
I don't care, man. If they was mellows, I don't care if they, spiced him up, whatever it is. Again, the man admitted to dealing with Quaaludes. Okay. All right? And Quaaludes is that downer drug. Space you out.
He admitted to giving it to the women without them knowing.
No. He didn't do that.
Okay.
He didn't admit to all that.
All right.
He just admitted that he gave it to women.
Okay.
Whether they knew or not, again, that's what I said. That's the truth that has to come out on its own.
All right.
I ain't co-signing him, but I'm not saying the man is a scrape artist. I ain't going all into that.
Yeah.
But just what I will say is this. I understand that it's a very polarizing topic right now.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people really, their feelings is hurt, man. Like, this is a dude who, at one point, they didn't separate Bill from Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, TV icon.
Now, that is what I want to briefly address. If Bill Cosby is found out to be a rapist and that he did drug and rape these women,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I hope in some way, somehow, he can be prosecuted and punished.
I agree.
However, I want the Cosby Show back on TV, dog. Because that is something entirely different. Because if you mean to tell me that Chris Brown songs could bump, right? If you mean to tell me that R. Kelly concert could bump, right? R. Kelly peed on a little girl. Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna, right?
Let's get into that. There's no known fact that Chris Brown beat Rihanna.
No. You're not gonna do that. 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 The man didn't say he didn't do it.
Another thing about R. Kelly. Consensual.
No. We're not gonna do that.
Consensual.
Okay, but he's still peeing on a little girl. The fact that she allowed it
I don't
the fact
like
that she allowed it don't make it no better.
I don't
for
like
me.
that people forgot about that.
I didn't call him a rapist. I called he's a pervert.
But if he's
he's a pedophile.
If he's actually found guilty, I don't want the show back on.
Why?
I don't, man, because he's a rapist.
Okay, what that got to do with the show?
Got to do a lot. As a person, that's you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
see that's the whole problem, right? We pick and choose who we want to forgive and who we want to attach to their body of work.
I didn't want to forgive R. Kelly. I'm still mad. He was on Soul Train Awards. Everybody forgetting about he peed on just, but he got a little cookout, man. But that's y'all. I don't agree with that.
All I'm saying is if we gonna condemn people for their actions or what they do outside of the entertainment, let's not pick and choose.
Right.
Okay, I know people bring up
the
Seventh Heaven Father and how that show is still on air. That in itself is a travesty, but that has to do with race, and that's a totally different issue.
Is that show still on?
Yeah.
It still shows?
Yeah, he admitted to being a child molester, to molesting a child.
The show still on?
They took it. Funny thing is, when he found out about it, they took it off. He admitted they put the show back on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think at that point, statute of limitations had expired on that as well.
Okay.
But nonetheless, it's still wrong. But like I said, that to me has to do with the just us system and white privilege.
Well, they did kick out Hulk Hogan out of the Hall of Fame.
For saying nigga, right?
Yeah. So
because you can't. You know what's crazy? That's the crazy thing, right? Like when it comes to racism, you can't say nigga. If you say nigga, everybody on top of your head, you could possibly lose your job.
Yeah.
But if you mistreat somebody,
kill somebody.
You know what I'm saying? If you pass up somebody for a promotion for a white person, it's all good.
Because it's not blatant. They didn't say.
And that's the whole thing about it. It's a sensitivity to the word nigga as opposed to actually really trying to create a, non-racist environment. But again, that's, like I said, that's an entirely different conversation. But like I said, I personally think that if we're going to say we separate the artist from the art,
right,
then put the Cosby Show back on.
It's kind of hard to do.
But let's not pick and choose. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Let's not pick and choose. And I'm not even going to compare him to nobody else white. Because you can mention Seinfeld, okay? You can mention Woody Allen if we want to compare just on an overall scale, okay? Those are two people who actually was messing around with young girls from other countries, from another country, brought them over like that's their kid, and then fucked around and married them later. So if you think they married him once they became of age, do you think they wasn't tapping that when they was young? Come on, pedophilia, right?
Let's not get into that.
Pedophilia. Again, that's a
because it happened in our community too. I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. You know what? That's what I said. If you want to keep it straight with, I don't know too much of their backstory. Honestly,
she was under 18 when he started popping.
Oh, word?
She's like 17. He admitted it.
Oh, well then.
So it happens. It's just, I agree. You can't pick and choose.
But then, even with that, and then, like I said, and if y'all want to really, really, really say, oh, well, no, because he did this wrong, so it should be, okay. But y'all going to go ahead and still love Morgan Freeman, who basically married his adopted niece. Or got engaged to his adopted niece. I don't know if they married yet, so let me retract that part. But I know they was dating, and I know at one point they were engaged. I don't know if they still are.
But this the thing. This is why, because they say it's not rape.
No.
These acts with them were consensual. They're gonna say that's rape.
The whole thing is this, right? I don't know how you rank pedophilia under or above rape. I think those are both two really disgusting crimes.
Right. That's true.
I don't know how to put those on a scale as far as which is worse. Me personally,
right.
I guess I'm gonna feel like pedophilia is worse because I'm thinking it's a kid. But either way, rape or pedophilia is about people who are not able to defend themselves against what you're doing to them. So that's why I said, and then pedophilia and rape very often go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I can't do a ranking scale of which one is more disgusting and which one is worse. So if you're gonna let a pedophile still go ahead and be beloved, and you're still going to watch the work of a pedophile when he comes out, then how can you turn around and say, well, because he's probably a rapist, or he's possibly a rapist, or even if it comes out that he did, that he's a rapist, ban the Cosby Show, ban the entire, come on, man.
That's already
I think the Cosby, honestly, I feel as though the Cosby Show is bigger than Bill Cosby.
Nah.
I feel like it's bigger than every single person on the show.
I'm gonna tell you, before social media, I would agree. But in today's society with social media, people not gonna let nothing.
But the Cosby Show isn't famous for today. That's the whole thing.
It don't matter.
It does matter because if
These
you're gonna
kids nowadays never seen Jordan play, but they sit in line for Jordan sneakers. These people.
And how many of these same kids turn around and say the dumbest shit like LeBron is the greatest of all time or Kobe is the greatest of all time because that's who they saw, right?
Yeah. But
likewise, these kids, when you see the shows that they put up, like, oh, this is one of the greatest shows. I remember watching this growing up. Mm-hmm. You never see them really put up the Cosby Show like that. There's some kids who know what the Cosby Show is. Most kids these days, before this became the big thing, most kids these days probably seen more reality shows. Probably seen, Real World, you know what I'm saying? Probably know shows better than they know the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. When you think about the legacy of the Cosby Show and what it actually did for black representation in mainstream media,
right?
I don't want that to be the thing that gets
lost. Tarnished already, though.
Why is that tarnished? Because that's what he did.
Even if